Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of Back on the Family Farm, really, with me, Simulation for the Nation. Hope you're doing very well today. We are watching two massies in the field that don't belong to me. These are our neighbours who have very kindly come in. He's got a bit of a contracting business on the side there, and he's drilling some sugar beet for us in this field. You can see that we're going to be... It's a bit of a break crop more than anything else. We'll get some fodder beet out of here, which will then follow up with spring barley next year. And the plan is, once this is all done, that we can get this harvested, lifted, we'll get it stored somewhere, probably on the stackyard down at the farm, and we'll get that all worked over, we'll get it cleaned there, and then we'll get it sold to some of the livestock farmers in the area, and they can incorporate that into their daily diets for their cattle, and see how we get on. So it does look like it's coming along well. There's two tractors here. We already worked this over with the cultivator, but they've got a power harrow in here and the drill itself, and two very smart looking masses actually. Very smart indeed. So let's have a quick drive through. And yeah, it shouldn't take them too long to do this, but hey, they're getting cracking along with it anyway there. We've got our, I think that's like a 5470 there. It's a nice small little machine actually, very tiny. I like that a lot. And that's a little bit bigger there, that's a 74 over there, 7465 I think, or something like that. But yeah, very smart looking massies indeed, like those an awful lot. Wouldn't mind maybe one day upgrading the 390T to something similar if I'm honest. Now over here we've got, you can see our cover crop is coming on leaps and bounds as well, which is always very good to see. So we just have a peek through there, you can see it's really starting to look fantastic, so that's coming on very well indeed. And everything else is doing well. The grass is really starting to grow. What we're going to be doing today is doing a little bit of a shuffling around the yard, clearing some space up because we're getting ready for hay to start, and we need somewhere to kind of stock it all really. So we should see that come to fruition very soon. But what we'll do now is just kind of get ourselves through here and back it over down to the yard. Okay, so currently we've got the 66 is connected to the baler. That's going to get a bit of a service over soon. We're going to put the 57 onto the mower as well, and then we're also going to be just tying a few wool stacks and then moving the combine today. Combine's going down to the contractor yard because where it's currently parked, it's in the way, frankly. Oh, when did I put my lights on there? That's better. But before we do all that, I just want to get this wool shifted. We nearly got another load of wool to take away, which would be good. What we're finding as well at the moment is a huge surge on the cost of wool, or the price of wool, so which is awesome really from our standpoint. So we're going to look to get that taken away, probably not quite yet, but just before we start the hay, maybe back end next week there. We've got another 4 pallets to put on now that we've kind of got everything tied up here, so that trailer's going to be pretty full in a hurry. But you can see we managed to pull out the header trailer already, and I need to go and get those, so I'm just going to edge this forward ever so slightly. Just so we can get in behind, that'll do it there, wonderful stuff. And yeah, we'll get ourselves away there. Spring barley is really coming on leaps and bounds as well right now, which is great to see. I should really see that continue to strive moving forward. But what I want is my pallet forks on here. It's been some beautiful weather down here as well of late. A few showers, like I said recently, but nothing untoward, nothing unmanageable. And to be honest, there's been perfect growing conditions as well. So it's been really, really nice to see. Hoping that that's going to continue as well. And yeah, we'll be looking even better. I think we're only going to start making... We want to try and get a couple of cuts of hay where possible, so probably going to start looking into that in the next little while. Next week or so we'll start getting the first cut down. Just depends upon if we can get good 5 days or so of good weather. If we can, then that's definitely going to be on the agenda. Let's do a bit of that, that's better. And yeah, then we'll get everything up and working. We do just need to make sure that all the gear is ready to go. I want to try and get as much done as possible, so has to be in a position where everything's going to last us and it's not going to cause us any long-term issues down the line. So how's everything going anyway? I hope you're all doing fantastically well. Do let me know down below, as always, what you're working on, what you're driving, whereabouts you're farming as well. That's always fun to know. We've seen a lot of good, well, I've seen a lot of good reviews and comments, which is always fantastic, about the series of me working at home here with the old man. Now let me know if you have any questions in particular. I'd love to get some of those answered along the way. Yeah, it's always nice to kind of just reach out and continue to build with the community. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy at this time. So yeah, we'll try and get this all filled up before we take it away. But it depends. If the price continues to go up as it is, we might just end up taking it and cashing in where we can, I guess. But we will see on that front. We are all but done lambing. There is now about half a dozen ewes left to lamb. They are very much just going to be left to their own devices at this point, which is good because it means that Dad can help me back on with the field work. And around we come. So we'll get this last bale put onto the trailer as well there, and then we're going to just have a quick look over some of the haymaking gear. We haven't really looked at it in too much detail, I don't think, so we'll have a quick look at that. The tractor and bale is going to go into the workshop anyway. It just needs a few little things on it until it's ready to go, following on from last season. And then, yeah, we will be good to go there. But yeah, it just needs a bit of a health checkup more than anything else. And then we're going to shift the combine. Like I say, we need that room. That's why we're going to be storing all of our hay. The layout of this farm doesn't provide us with the most space, so we need to be use what we can. And considering we have a whole storage shed down at the other contractor's yard, we need to be able to utilize that as well. So we will get this all shipshape anyway, and see how that's gonna see how we can get on with that. Perfect. And stuff, and we'll just stick this out the way for now, and then yeah, catch me in a little bit. We'll see how we're getting on. Okay, so we just need to strap that guy down, strap that one down. Excellent. So like I say, we have some fairly decent sized equipment actually in terms of our haymaking, to be honest there. We've always done a lot of our own. We've also always done a lot of contracting for other people as well. But we have our turret mower, which is this year round is going to go on to the 57, which should pull up with ease there. We've always been Tarp actually. We bought this one about 5 years ago, and yeah, we've also always had varying forms of turret mowers there, and this one has never let us down yet. It's always kept inside as well, kept nice and clean, and sprayed off at the end of every season as well. So it's a beautiful little mower that. Rakes are fairly straightforward there, nice little class liner just to put 2 rows into one, make it a little bit more efficient. And then we actually a year ago moved on from a hay bob onto a larger Vicon mower because we just weren't getting through the ground fast enough really, and Dad was able to find this one at a good sale for a really good price. And then my beloved baler. I used to, even when I wasn't working here, before I came back to the farm, I used to come back in the summer and bale straw with the welger. Lovely baler, really is fantastic, very smooth, high performance, high output. Paired up on the Massey on the 66, I find it's a perfect pairing actually, it does work very well indeed. So we're going to actually just take that into the workshop now. I mean, it's in pretty good condition there, it just needs to be serviced over. There's a few belts that we want to change on it. Get around there, and even yeah, make sure everything's greased up there. But there was a few bearings changed at the end of last summer, so that's all good. And it's yeah, got plenty more balers left on the clock there. It's currently sitting around about 7,500, but we'll probably keep this for another 7,500, I would have thought, at the very least. Let's get this around there. And grand. We'll just stick this right into here for now, and we can get cracking on with that in just a little bit. Perfect. This is kind of a workshop, but well, it is a workshop, but it's also a bit of just general storage shed, really. We're running out of places in which to store things, which is always frustrating. That being said, we'll just continue to kind of keep things of high value and importance in here: spinners, sprayers, that kind of thing. The drill keeps in here because we need to. That always stays in somewhere nice and dry as well. But I think what we'll do now is get the old girl fired up. Dad's going to jump onto the 390, take that down, follow him behind. It's a bit of an escort. And we're going to get away on our way here. Oh, back in the cab here, it's been kept nice and clean and dry over the winter there, which is always something I like. Just let it tick through. But yeah, hopefully we'll get this shed pretty much all full up with hay. That's the dream at least. And then we'll be able to see how we get on after that. But yeah, it's a little tight around here. I can't see a great deal of what's happening. Make sure as there is a Massey there. No screaming or flailing from Dad, so I must be nice and clear. Oh, there it is. Let's not go any further that way. Perfect. And then we'll just head back a bit. Excellent stuff. Looks like we're good. So we're just going to round up the old man, see wherever he is, and then we'll get ourselves on our way, I think. Alright. Away we go. Perfect, got my lights on, got my beacons on, and we're off. We're going to just take it nice and slowly up the driveway here first. All of the contract equipment is currently down at the yard as well, but we'll figure out a way to get this all in. We need to get some of that fertilizer used up actually, so we can give ourselves a little more space. But even if it just parks in the yard down there for now, it would be better than nothing. The guys are cracking along there quite nicely. Wonderful stuff. Perfect. Not long till we get this out in anger actually and start in the fields there, which should be wonderful. Really looking forward to getting that. We don't have much of our own. I think we might have a little bit of contract work to do. We'll have to see how that's coming along. Oh, it's nice and quiet, that's for sure. There goes Dad. Perfect stuff. So we're just going to take our time along here. Now there are some roadworks up ahead, which they're trying to do something with the water main. See how you see on the right hand side here, there's a huge big water pipe. There's an issue with that further up, which they're looking into apparently. It's been a right nuisance, but I haven't been down here since the day before yesterday, so it might be, Dad was saying it's a little bit more advanced than it once was, but I guess we'll find out. We're not going too far, I'm sure it won't be too bad. And through we go. After that, yeah, we'll get back, get the baler all serviced up, and we're looking good there. Jeez, it's nice and quiet on the road, so today that's looking fantastic. Much better. I think it's just around the corner here where it starts. Oh lord, there it is. Interesting. Seems to be a fair few bits of equipment around. Well, the guys have said I can come through, so we're gonna go for it. They said it's all supported. That's very obnoxiously placed. God lord. Let's see how we get on here. We'll just have to take ourselves through here gently, does it? Whoa, oh! Oh my god. Oh god, switch it off, switch it off, switch it off. I don't believe it. We're stuck. They told me I could get through here. What in the world? Get away from the combine quickly. Oh my lord, it's... Got it from underneath her. Well, folks, we have had a bit of a problem here. I'm stuck in the hole. We've got the combine stuck. I'm gonna have to call the police here. This is not looking good at all. They told me I could get through, but in reality, like, the road's completely undermined there. I don't know why they told me I would be fine. I was never gonna get through there, and now it seems like we're wedged almost. Oh lord, okay. This is going to take some removing, and has it bent the walk? Is on the sieves on the bottom? I don't know. Oh lord, I need to make a phone call very quickly, see if we can get the police out here. There's no cars coming at the moment, but god, they can't be far away. See what we can get done. Where's my phone? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have called the emergency services. The police are on the way, and the fire brigade, I think, so I need them to help me be safe. That looks like there's something cracked on the bottom of on the underside of the combine. I can't see what it is. I'm not gonna have too much of a look around there because it's not safe. But there's a police officer here right now anyway, by the looks of things. We are gonna go and have a look in with those guys, see what's going on. And then yeah, with any luck, oh my lord, the fire brigade have arrived as well. Look at that. Boy oh boy oh boy. So I don't know how we're going to pull this out. Even the construction workers say their machines won't be able to do it. I just don't know. We are going to have to see what we can do, but this is going to block off the whole road for a while at least. So yeah, we're going to have a look-see. The whole road's got, like, if this wasn't here, I'd just swing out a bit wider to get through, and now I'm through, and it looks like they undermined the road, and it just took it all away with me, so I do not know. You can see where my wheel line was going, that it was fine, but oh lord, what a mess, what a mess. Right, so we are gonna call some people. There's a neighbor that we know who has a big tractor, a big Fendt, and we're going to try and get that brought in as well to see what we can do. But for right now, this is just a disaster, but I'm going to leave it here anyway. We'll catch back up with you when we know what's going on later down the line, as you speak to these police officers and see what we can do. So not good, but we'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.